you're not introduced to the family business. You're born in it.
Hey guys, welcome to the weekly challenge live stream for Yousician. I'm Alexis, and I go by the name Alexis Yousician in the guitar learning app, Yousician. Each week, Yousician releases challenges of 2 songs in varying difficulty levels. Users compete for high scores on the leaderboards. Each Sunday, I play through all the songs on guitar and break each one down for you, so you can reach your goals faster and post higher scores. Hey guys, what is up? Okay, so what do we got here? We've got another challenge. We've got Lonely Hearts. I quite like this one, even though it's a rhythm one. It's unlike some of the rhythm ones that we've had in the past. This one is really pretty. I don't know how to phrase it, but it's pretty active. Like it's you can't just some of the challenges and some of the songs have been just do this on repeat over and over and over again, whereas this one I think is really neat because you can't just fall asleep in it. You can't just do one thing and just not think. You have to be pretty on it. It's fun to play, so yeah, let's see how it goes.
Almost perfect. Next time, you'll...
Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna double check something. Okay, some of you guys have been saying there's lag. Let me just take a look here. Because it's not lagging on my end, which is a little bit weird. Because usually, if there is any lag... Hello, Julian. I can usually tell on my end. So, I'm going to try something here. Just give me a second and see if I can fix that lag. I can't promise anything, but I'm going to try it anyway. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me, number one, and two, if there's still lag. If there is lag, that's weird because I have literally changed nothing. Like, everything is identical to every single week. So I have no clue why there would be lag. So, anyway, hopefully that fixed it. Just let me know in the chat. But I'll sort of proceed with this song here and do a breakdown of it as Julian loses his mind in the background. Okay. All right. Awesome. No lag. Great. Thanks, guys. Perfect. So this part here could be tricky because it's of the rhythm. So 16th notes. So you're going 1 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and etc. So that's sort of the rhythm. If you can't tap that out, obviously you're not going to be able to play it. So that's a polyrhythm. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 at the end. Yeah. So sometimes I'll map that out. That I'll actually go 1 2 3. I'll actually write a 3 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 1 2 3 4. So that's what that is. Seems a little bit weird to count that way, but you know, for some people that'll help. But most of this stuff is easy shapes. The hard part here is trying to get. So the way that I would suggest doing that is, like, you really need to get. It's all about this finger, your third finger, getting that finger out of there. Because there's a tendency to slide the whole thing, because your third finger is down on the chord that you're playing here. So there's a tendency to just leave that finger down, which is going to give you a red. So you need to make sure that finger is off when you do that slide. I have a tendency just for the app, just to strike it on that one just to make sure that it gets registered. And then that part there's going to be a tendency to do a slide. And I think it sounds cool to have your fourth string ringing. But the app, in the tab, it isn't indicated that. So you have to mute that string. So I actually, for the sake of the app, I sort of do a position shift more than a slide, like and I'll hit the note when I get there, and when I'm hitting that, the side of my thumb, I'm muting the fourth string, so I can prevent a red happening there. So this is all loop, so you play that all again, and then pretty slow part, but then this part. If you're not comfortable with pull-offs, you want to make sure you've got that part there. And that comes back later on in the song anyway, so. And this kind of A sus4 A chord thing is in lots of songs, so. Sometimes it'll be a pinky thing. In this one I'm barring. So, in this one you kind of have to, because you can't really do this. Well, you could, I suppose, but it would be really uncomfortable stretching to that fourth. So I would, you want to bar this one. Same chord. And then here, string. Sort of good intro bar in the sense that you don't have to do all the way across all the strings, but still tricky. I find that the third string, barring on the third string, is probably the hardest. That's probably the hardest string to get to ring clear. So, let's see here.
The moon still shines. Sound of children whining.
So, same thing there. Yeah, so let's see here. One of my favorite chords, D major 7. Well, I love major 7 chords, but something about the D major 7 is just really cool. Again, bar that one. You can do this, like the A chord, but it's going to be difficult getting from the A into that G major 7 because of the whole thumb, arm, elbow thing. So I sort of start off with a bar. I find that's easier to get into the G major 7. And you really, there's some, you gotta be pretty accurate with your right hand to be able to do that. And go right into that, immediately into that, you know, that arpeggio. So a little bit tricky. Loop. Okay, so it took me a little while to get this transition down just because it's a little bit of a different rhythm. And I think that for this, that's where the difficulty lies in most of this song, is that each sort of section is a new rhythm. So, and I'm doing that with these two fingers. And again, cross-picking, a lot of accuracy in your right hand. It's pretty difficult. You could bar this. I'm using 2 fingers. You could easily bar that. So that's that one. I'm going to try one more run of it, see if I can get, see if I can nail it. I'm going to double check something here. Okay, yeah, I'm just messing that up. Sorry. That was a bit of a fluke, actually.
Perfect. Keep on rocking like this.
I could have sworn I flubbed a few notes on that one, so not. But whatever. There it is. Perfect run. But still, not the greatest timing on all of that stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, I got a little bit lucky on some of those ones. So, but it's not the it's not. What level is that anyway? Level 9. Wow. Yeah, pretty tricky in some parts, but it's not really that hard. Anyway, I am going to switch over to bass. I'm going to mute so that you don't hear the buzz. All right. Hey, a bunch of newcomers. Thanks for coming out, guys. Debjeet, Ian of Shields, and Tomic. Okay, this one here is not that hard, but it's there's things that trip me up in the sense of it sort of feels like it sort of sneaks up on me as far as some of the rhythms. A lot of pickup notes, a lot of note syncopation notes on ands.
Like a grizzly bear, I'm rolling. Like a grizzly bear, I'm rolling. Catching salmon from your bones. Your forest world exploring. The smell of earth just makes me fall. Both mothers moaning. Early Sunday morning. The moon still shining. No sound of children whining. I'm all alone in Yellowstone, camping on my own. No other cologne. But what about us? You are not alone. No, no kids and no one. That's what I call life.
Well done. You can continue to the next exercise.
All right, so silly mistakes. I'll break this down here. And basically, all of my mistakes are pretty much, most of them are just either muting, or just all of these rhythms of playing on these ands. And it's 16th note, so that's a 1E and a 2, 1E and a 2E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E, and then going to 8th note. So that flip flop back and forth. A 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and that kind of idea.
Grizzly bear, I'm rolling. Catching salmon from your bones.
Bit of a stretch there, at least for me anyway.
Your forest world exploring.
And this one is about remembering all the change-ups. So there's a whole lot of things, especially on this 6th string, sixth string, that's guitar, fourth string, that are slightly different. So these endings, so this is the thing that you have to work on here. So this goes 5, 7, eighth notes. The next time it comes around, 7, 5, 7, 2 16th notes, and then an eighth note. Next time it comes around, it doesn't do that thing. It does this 7, 7, 2, actually, no, that's a different part. So, yeah, so there's just different things there. And then there's a lot of sort of slightly different endings to the phrases. So, it's that's the difficulty with this, is just remembering every one of those slight variations. And also on these ones, every once in a while I'm getting reds on not muting absolutely precisely. Mostly on this part right here. Making sure that that string into this one is perfectly muted. Otherwise you get, this sort of rumbly kind of sound, which is, going to get you some reds. Boop, boop, boo. Let's see here. And this one here is, same thing. There's really not a lot to talk about in the sense of technical things. It's mostly just memorizing and just getting the rhythm in your head. So I would strongly suggest just listening to it. And, like I said, getting that rhythm down. This part here especially. This section here has, again, some slight variations in the rhythm, right? Exact same notes. So it's a tough one in the sense of just remembering every single one of those variations. But once you get it down, it isn't hard. I wouldn't call it difficult to do that. I'll do one more run of this. Some questions in the chat. Some people notice that this has been brought up lately, which I think is weird. It's the second time it's been brought up that somebody noticed somebody was level 11. There used to be level 11 in the app, and then they took it away. So it's just a bug. Every once in a while you'll see somebody that's a level 11, and then they won't be anymore. So it's just, I'm wondering whether they're going to add that level back in or what. Who knows? Maybe that's why there's a bug. I don't know. But yeah, nobody's level 11 yet in guitar, at least. So, and then Ian asks for me to play a song I've never played before. Completely. Well, the problem with that is I need a song that I've never played before. I've played pretty much. The only way that I could do that is if next week, when the next challenge comes out, is if I played the challenge 100% cold. Like, didn't listen to it, didn't look at it, didn't do any practice runs. So I've done practice runs of these, so I'm at least somewhat familiar with them. I can do that, and I don't have a problem with doing that. It'll be probably pretty entertaining to watch me, flub everything and screw up all over the place. But right on the spot, right this moment, I hesitate to do uploads because there's a lot of the uploads aren't very good, in the sense of finding a random upload, I should say. It's very difficult to find a really good upload just randomly looking at some of the songs, unless some of the songs. So unless you had a one in mind, that, and you somehow mysteriously that I haven't played it before, that's going to be difficult to do. So, but I'm open to suggestions. If anybody says, if you think there's a song that I haven't played or whatever you'd like to see me play, sure, I'll go for it. I have no shame. I will play something and completely flub it, and I'm okay with that. Anyway, let me try doing a better run of this one, and then I'll switch back, and I want to show you guys. Speaking of uploads, I want to show you one of my uploads one of my own originals that I wrote ages ago, at least 5 years ago, I'm guessing, and I've had it in the GuitarBots app a while ago when before Yousician. It was called GuitarBots. I had it in the GuitarBots app, and when it got switched over to Yousician, I didn't get around to uploading it, and I just recently did. So you can check that out. Anyway, let me do one more run of this.
Like a grizzly bear, I'm rolling, catching salmon from your bones. Your forest world exploring. The smell of earth just makes me fall. Both mothers moaning, early Sunday morning. The moon still shining. No sound of children whining. I'm all alone in Yellowstone, camping on my own. No other cologne. But what about us? You are not alone. No, no kids and no one. That's what I call life.
All right, so still
Almost perfect.
Not a
Next
great
time,
one.
you'll nail it.
Better slow down there, Hendrix.
better slow down. So yeah, there you go. Someone is asking me to do Cannon Rock. That would be a disaster because it's level 13, number 1 and 2. I bet you it's not a very good upload because it's a user upload. I'll search it, see how it is. Let me mute first and switch guitars. Alright, so I'm just going to take a look at the, just go into practice mode here. Error loading song. Well, there you go. So much for that idea. Anyway, I guess that's not going to work. Anyway, back on track. So, have a folder here. I'm pretty sure it's public, that you can see some of my originals that I've uploaded. So I just recently uploaded this one song called Alter Ego, and I have, I'll show you, this is sort of tying in to the thing that I want to talk about, which is problem spots and you know, making prep exercises. This is something that I do all of the time, not just for students, but for myself. Basically, there's no point in playing a song from beginning to end if the first half of it you can nail. If the first half of it, or there's only like 3 measures or 1 section that that gives you any trouble. Like, why are you playing like the entire song and playing so much of it that's easy to you when there's only one part that's difficult? So I often create loops of things in the app Or I just create different ways of exercising certain things. I'll break things down, just like the way when I talk about how I break things down and how I'm thinking about things of the songs in the app that I'm learning for the Yousician songs. I actually create exercises. I do that. I take that and I create an exercise out of those concepts. Sometimes they're just plain loops. Sometimes they'll be an exercise based off of a concept. Like, for example, that previous the song that I just did. A little bit too much gain on this. So that there, I might take that and just turn it into, like, just breaking it down into loops. And just do that as an exercise and turn that into a loop. And then... So, doing, that's just the concept, and breaking into loops. I have, for this alter ego song, I put in, alter ego problem spots, pretty obvious. And the song is at 170 beats per minute, but this is slowed down to 120. And it's 8 loops, which is, it's difficult to do. It's I haven't played this in probably 2 years, so it's not, I can't play it very well right now. I'm going to have to work on getting back up to speed, because it's just stinking fast and stinking difficult. So I'm not going to play through the whole thing. It's like 8 times, and it's a long section, so I'm not going to make you watch me play the entire thing. You'll get the idea, and then I will do the full song for you. So... So let me do that again and mute the mic. That way you don't get all this from the mic. Anyway, you get the point. Yeah. So, pretty stinking hard. And that's slow speed. A lot of weird techniques, like, going from... So, I'm tapping with these 2 fingers. So, hard to get that. You gotta be really strong with your right hand to get nice, clean recognition. As you can see, I have not gold starred a single section of this song because it's just so stinking difficult. Anyway, this is probably gonna be pretty bad. Oh, and what's funny about this one, at least amusing to me, is that first of all, it's 1,500, I think 1,505 notes. Yeah, it's at least 1,500 notes anyway, which is kind of amusing to me, which works out to 1.5 million points if for a max score. 1.5 million 500, I think it is. Either 500 or 5,000. I think 5,000. 1.5 million 5,000 points for a max score. So yeah, it's pretty amusing. So that's where my score is. It's not even remotely close to maxing out. So anyway, here we go. So, as you can see,
Well done.
reds.
You can continue to the next.
Reds all over the place. You know, I think I bumped my score up a little bit on that run, maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. Maybe not. Can't remember. But yeah, as you can see, it's ridiculously difficult. Pretty stinking fast. My guess is it's not level... It says level 13, but I'm guessing it's higher than that. Uploads tend to be graded slightly lower than what they are a lot of the time. So, as you can see, I have a lot of work to do to get this down. So, 1.5 million is the max score. 0.5 million is the max score, and I'm at like 1.2. So that's 300,000 more points, just under 300,000 more points to get even close to a really good score. And like I said, I'm not even getting close to maxing out one section, but it's just ridiculously difficult. Question in the chat was, how do you figure out the highest number of points in a song? Go into practice mode. I won't do it for this song because it'll take too long, but go into practice mode. And do I have a short thing here? I don't know if I do. But you go into practice mode and you put it into auto mode. And in auto mode, see how fast this goes. I can mute the song. So you go into auto mode and then you put it into you just let it run basically, and it's going to give you the number of notes that you got correct at the end of it. And then there's a formula for that, and Paul just wrote it out. Number of notes, but times 1,000 minus 3,000, but you have to get the number of notes. So this is how you get the number of notes. You just go into auto mode, and at the very end of it, it will tell you how many notes that you got correct, and then you take the max number of notes, and then you do that equation. So that's how you figure that out. And this one it's funny, as you can see, here's one of the quirky things, is that I'm not playing anything, and it's still, every once in a while, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 green notes, and there's another green note, even though I'm not playing anything. So a little bit weird. And then right at the top here, it should say, and it didn't. Okay, well, there you go. Kind of weird. It just didn't give me the number of notes. But that's how you typically get the number of notes, is going into auto mode, and it'll give you a number of how many notes you got correct out of the max number of notes that there are. And then you apply Paul's formula. Well, not Paul's formula, but the formula that Paul posted. So that one is, yeah, so I'll show you another one of my uploads that unfortunately I don't have the whole thing yet. This is just the speed that I have it at to work on. So it's 80 beats per minute. And I think the full speed is 110 beats per minute. I'll have to double check that. But I don't have a recording of this in the app right now. If you go to, let's see here, I think it's on my website. It's called Painful Acceptance of Reality. And I'm just gonna see if I'm not making stuff up. I believe on my website, alexisnery.com, if you go to the music tab, you can listen. Yes, you can. You can listen to a demo, not of the song that I played, but the song that I'm about to play. And get a better idea of what it's supposed to sound like. So this is the slow version of this, my sort of practicing version of this song. So, and it's only the first section of it, and it's basically just the hard parts, the hard part. So, which, funnily enough, the hard part is not, solo. Or I should say the hardest part for me, at least, is not solo. Although the solo is pretty stinking difficult. But it's not the most difficult part, or the part that I'm having the most difficulty with. So, unfortunately, this is also only the MIDI, so it's going to be pretty quiet. So, I'm probably going to get the full version of this up into the app, the full song, at full speed. But I have to tab out. This is all that I've tabbed out of this song, so I'd actually have to sit down and tab the whole song to be able to upload it. So anyway, here we go. I'm just going to adjust volumes here, and I'll try it again.
Try. Almost perfect. Next time, you'll nail it.
There you... Hello? There we go. Too quiet. Yeah, so I had to change the volume there because it wasn't quiet. Or the one thing was... My guitar is too loud. So... Yes, I can speak. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I am working on. That one is ridiculously difficult as well, as you can see. That one is one of those ones where I haven't played in so long, and I'm so out of practice with it that I have to work it back up to where it used to be. I'll let you hear the full thing. I'll play along with some of it, and it's going to be not great. And I don't have one that has a pre-roll, so it just sort of starts. So I'm gonna miss the first few notes. So. Anyway, let me try this. This will be pretty bad, I'm sure. I've forgotten a lot of it. Nope, not gonna happen. Anyway, you get the point. Pretty difficult stuff. Actually, I'll just let that run. Keep it quiet. Yeah, so that gives you at least an idea. Those two give you an idea of the kind of stuff that I write, which is pretty technical stuff, kind of prog, kind of metal. But at the same time, you listen to this part here, it's, you know, pretty atmospheric at the same time. I love atmospheric stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it. And one of these days, when I feel like I'm on, I am going to do a full run of this, and maybe make a video of it as well. Probably have that too loud. Yeah, so one of these days I'll make a full video of this one. So, other than that, things went pretty quick today. Unless you guys have some questions, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. And pretty much covered all the things I wanted to cover. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to practicing because that kind of sucked, to be honest. Not terribly happy with that. But then again, I'm sort of not at my optimum sort of zone as far as I'm usually at my best later in the evening, so I'm never that great earlier in the day. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So there you go, guys. If you're interested in you know, torturing yourself, you can go look at those ones, those up in the app. So the last two that I played was Alter Ego, and that one it's listed as PAOR, and that's a slow speed. But I will be getting the full version up into the app as soon as I can tab out the rest of it, which is Painful. That song's called Painful Acceptance of Reality. Again, if you want to hear that song, it is on my website. You can, on the music tab, you can go check that out. I should probably upload Alter Ego up there as well. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it. So, pretty difficult stuff. So anyway, yeah, so there we go. Thanks for coming out, guys. If you haven't joined the Facebook page, Yousician Friends Facebook page, Facebook group, should say, go check that out. We are at, how many members are we at? Not quite 2,000? 1,800? Last time I checked it was 1,800, so I think we are probably going to be nearing 2,000 pretty soon. And if you can check out my website, also there's a donation. If you guys like my stream, if you guys like the videos I do, there's a donation link in the very beginning of each one, the description of all of my videos. So if you can do that, that would be awesome. And also, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter on my website, stupid font. It's alexisnery.com, so check that out. And I will be doing another stream same time next week. I have a new video that's been filmed. I just need to edit, and it's a super quick, easy edit. I'll be editing it soon and releasing it this week. Something different, something not, probably, you know, I imagine probably something that you're not expecting. A little bit different from what my new usual videos are. All I will say is that, you know, it'll be cool. And that's all I'll give you. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks guys for coming out, and we'll see you next week.